Very good. Anything else, by the way? You got any other good urban stories you want to share? I mean, I'm just so fascinated by the guy. I mean, I've obviously grown up watching the guy, dating back to when I was in college myself. Anything else about him? I mean, he's just such a fascinating figure. And, you were there day in and day out for a long time with him.
You know what? It's a story that I've already told, and I think you and I have talked about it, but I'm sure your listeners that have never listened to my podcast definitely don't know this story. But going back to kind of his persona or his, how it was to work for him, I had one day a guy comes in and he's like, "Hey, Zach, this is going to be your new wideout intern. It's Corey Dennis. It's his son-in-law that just married his daughter, just graduated from Georgia Tech." And I was like, "Holy cow, this is awful. Like, I don't want your son-in-law being my intern. Like, that's like having a spy with me 24/7. But long story short, Corey and I ended up being really close, and he was cool. Like, he wasn't a spy at all. It was more like him and I were like keeping an eye out for Urban the whole time. So a long story, but I'll make it much shorter. He ends up, for no reason and no fault of ours, firing me and Corey Dennis at the same time during his lunchtime workout. And he told Corey, he said, "You know what really sucks?" He's like, "You think it's bad that you got fired? I have to go home and tell my daughter that her worthless husband is so bad that I had to fire him." He's like, "Think about that. Think about what I'm going through." I'm sitting here like, this guy's nuts. What are we talking about?
For people who miss that, his actual literal son-in-law, he fired, and then he obviously rehired him because, he went on a whim or whatever. But his actual son-in-law, he fired, and that was the line that he used. "I have to go home and tell my daughter that she's married to a loser." So, well, now we know why he gets results, why he wins right away, man. It sounds like, he has zero patience. But like you